Hello and welcome to healthyhouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support our show, please use our Amazon affiliate link below. Today we are doing another installment of plant stories. This one is for cyclamen. These beauties here that you see here, very common in the winter months to grow them indoors because they like cool conditions. I have another video on keeping them looking beautiful indoors and how to even get them to rebloom next year. I'll put the link for that below. So now we're going to talk about their history and some interesting factoids about them. So cyclamen is a genus of more than 20 species of flowering perennial herbs of the myrcene family. The flora cyclamen, which you're looking at right here, Cyclamen persicum, is the best known species. It's notable as an indoor plant, and it's cultivated for its beautiful blooms that come in white, as you see here, and red, and this beautiful fuchsia. There's also pink and yellow, and even some off green, limey green color ones. So there's just a lot of really vibrant, beautiful flowers that come from the cyclamen. Gorgeous plant. Also too, you see there's the beautiful heart-shaped leaves which have the mottled silver in them. So definitely an eye catcher. These are miniatures, which I'm going to be using in some terrariums coming up, showing you how to plant terrariums. They also have standard size cyclamens that are bigger leaves and bigger flowers, but the same look. So the cyclamen is a plant that grows from a tuber, and a tuber is a short underground stem. They don't have any stem above ground. The leaves come out of the top of the soil there. Okay, so they have, as mentioned, these the beautiful silvery foliage, and the miniatures stay pretty miniature, and the larger plants get somewhat obviously larger than this, but they aren't humongous plants. They fill up a nice basket, a nice pot nicely for you, the standard varieties. The plant originates from the Middle East. Cyclamen persicum naturally grows in countries such as Palestine, Syria, Israel, Greece, Turkey, Tunisia, even Mediterranean islands, Cyprus, Sicily. However, it interestingly does not grow in Iran, which ancient Persia, despite its name, persicum. So that's kind of a funny little thing. Why it's not really well known, why it was named persicum. However, it was introduced in Europe at the end of the 16th century, beginning of the 17th century. Horticulturists believe that the Persians first cultivated the plant 3,000 years ago. The word cyclamen comes from Greek, and the plant was used for medicinal purposes by the Greek military and surgeons. So cyclamen, as mentioned, comes from the Greek kuklos. Its name, which for once is identical in Latin and English, is transcribed from the Greek word kukalaminos. So it's that all refers to round and flattened shape of the leaves and its tuber. So it's mentioned the cyclamen is an ancient flower. Some have even seen them. Some of the researchers have even seen them, and archaeologists have seen them in drawings of them in prehistoric cave drawings. So they've been around for a long time, even if people aren't exactly sure how long and where. It was, however, definitely known by a first century Greek surgeon and naturalist by the name of Dioscorides. And he wrote even of the plant's therapeutic value. And then in the 16th century, an Italian who was traveling in Greece discovered manuscripts written by Pietro Andrea Mattioli, and he published them in 1559. So some really cool things that came out of that publication was, in one of the chapters was devoted to the medicinal uses of cyclamen, and so these were some of the recommendations for the use of the plant were the following. They suggested juicing the root and then inhaling it through the nose to clear up the sinuses and clear up, this sounds like a sinus infection. Squeezing the juices from the roots was then cooked until it thickened like honey, and then that was used as for blemishes and boils on the skin, so a skin care sort of thing, for pimples and things like that. And it also was said to help with sunburn and to help make hair grow again. So you can see all kinds of uses here. It was also drank to counteract poisoning. Any poisoning that might have gone on. Who knows what was going on there, but any poisoning. And they also suggested in this particular chapter in this book to beat the roots into little flat cakes, and they were a good medicine. But that was actually for aphrodisiac purposes. And so that gives you a really good idea of some of the very many uses of cyclamen over the centuries. It was a little bit neglected in the 18th century, but it became fashionable again in France and some European countries in the 1900s. However, since 1860, it has been cultivated for indoor growing, and they've been working hard on various hybrids. So there's a lot of really pretty hybrids now that combine various colors and the color tones and things like that. So it is definitely a plant that they are doing a lot of work on in hybridization. So it has also for centuries been associated with Valentine's Day and various matters of the heart, we shall say. It has the heart-shaped leaves, and you can see that much more pronounced on the standard larger variety, but you can still see it in the smaller variety. And of course, we have the red associated with Valentine's Day as well. So it is said that the Greeks used the cyclamen to prepare, as mentioned, the amorous food that made the person who ate that little flat cake fall in love with someone else. Hopefully they saw the right person after they ate that little cake. But it is said to have them fall madly in love. And they also looked up to the plant as a way to cure baldness, as mentioned, and to help up the speedy delivery of babies. So lots of reasons this plant has been grown over the centuries. However, the tubers do contain toxic compounds called saponins, and so that can lead to diarrhea and things. So you would have to, and that's when they are fresh, so not cooked. So everything has to be cooked if you do any of this, so you wouldn't want to eat them raw, especially in large quantities. It could really wreck your plans for Valentine's Day, and most likely you would be better off just getting something, a regular food from your kitchen, and just admiring these beautiful flowers in your indoor garden. However, these little factoids, as mentioned, are very fun to share with people who come, especially if someone comes and says, wow, what a beautiful plant, what is that? You now know all kinds of interesting things about cyclamen over the centuries. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.